Allison. I've always gotten questions like ever since I started YouTube, basically how to start a channel and my tips for those of you who are thinking about starting a channel and kind of growing your subscribers and your channel. So today that is what I'm doing for you guys. I'm super excited for this video because I've always had like these, I've always learned how to make YouTube videos from watching other people, so I thought I would share my tips and secrets with you guys. Since I've been on YouTube for 5 years, I feel like I know just a thing or two, so hopefully this encourages you guys to start a channel or maybe learn more about like YouTube behind the scenes of it. So first off, I'm going to talk about kind of like how to start a channel and just like the mindset going into starting a YouTube channel. So I would first say like think of your motive and like figure out like why you want to start a channel. I know it's so easy, especially nowadays, to like see that YouTubers are getting a bunch of money and like literally like buying like $1 million homes, but actually think about why you want to start your channel. If you just want to start your channel because of fame and money, then that's nowhere that you want to go. Like, don't even go down that road because you're just gonna end up feeling sad and just like not even wanting to actually put out good content. Like for me, the reason why I started my channel was because I wanted to make a connection with you guys and have this like relationship with my subscribers, and I also wanted to share my passion of beauty and fashion, but more lifestyle, and as it's evolved, and I just really wanted to be like a light on this channel because I've always loved talking and just like connecting with people, and this was the best way I could do it. So definitely think about why you want to start your channel. My second tip is to be as comfortable as you are on camera. So I feel like you could tell from this point, like I'm pretty comfortable talking to the camera, and even if it's recording or not, I can literally talk and talk and talk. So I recommend, even before starting your channel and filming a video, definitely like be comfortable talking to a camera and just like, or even talk to a mirror, who cares, like, or even shower, I don't know, just talk to yourself, pretending like you're talking to like your audience or your subscribers, and it's going to be way easier like when it comes to actually filming a video. So definitely try and like be comfortable talking to a camera, and I think you'll hope there are going to be people who are going to hate on you, and that's probably something you're probably thinking about, like, oh, I don't want to do YouTube, like people are going to be hating, and like I think it's kind of like a known thing to be bullied, but I genuinely think that if you just stick through it, and if you really truly love this, then it doesn't matter what people think. And I think it takes a lot for someone to say that, because I haven't been bullied like to an extent that some people have, but I do know how people in high school and just kids that are teenagers think. And this was like a couple years before YouTube was like really big, but like people can be mean, and don't let that stop you from like making a channel because of what other people think. I know it's like the cliche thing to like don't care what people think, but I think if you truly love something, you should just go for it and don't give into what other people think, and just do you, because you're going to be much happier. So I feel like a lot of people, when they want to start making videos, they want to buy all the fancy equipment and all that, like from cameras to tripods to lighting to microphones, all this stuff. I know there's a lot when it comes to making a YouTube video, but honestly, don't like go out and buy a bunch of these expensive things, especially when you're just starting out. Really think about if this is going to be something you're going to do long term, because if it is, like maybe like wait a year or so and then start getting like things to like build off your collection for, making a YouTube channel and making your YouTube videos. So I recommend either just starting off like with whatever you have. So if you do have a camera, maybe use like, I don't know, like your iPhone camera or whatever phone camera you have, and start off with that, because it's a lot, easier, because you already have that thing and you don't need to go out and buy something. And I think it's pretty easy, especially if the quality is like pretty mediocre. I think that would be perfect just to start off your channel, kind of get your name out there and your face out there. So that's a really great way to get started on your channel. And then you can always get a tripod to hold your camera. And also studio lighting is also a really good thing once you actually get started into actually being real about your YouTube channel, because lighting is like something I never also thought about, but then kind of looking into it and like 5 years later, it's a really big thing, because sometimes I'm not always filming with natural lighting. Like right now it's like later in the nighttime, later afternoon, so lighting is like not that good. And sometimes you won't always be filming with natural lighting and during the day, so it's always good to have like studio lighting or some type of external artificial lighting when it's like dark and you need to have like better lighting. So that's why like lighting is really big. So you can actually get like studio box lighting from Amazon. They're a little bit more expensive, but they're an easier way to like get them, and Amazon has everything. So you can always look on there. They have cameras there too. Like pretty much any equipment that you want for YouTube is always on Amazon. So if you have trouble trying to find like really good ones, they're probably on there and they're like really good price. So definitely don't sleep on Amazon. And also another good equipment is using a microphone. If you've seen like YouTube interviews or like interviews somewhere, like they always have like the microphone. They don't really show it because like that's not cute, but like they always have a microphone attached to like the person's shirt, and that's helpful because if the camera's really far away and obviously a person's speaking, the microphone can't really pick up like what the person's saying, so they always have like an external microphone on them, so like the audio is clear. Especially if like you're filming outside, you might need an external microphone attached to your camera. So also I forgot to mention that when it comes to filming videos, make sure you stay consistent. I meant to say that in the beginning, it just like totally like went past my brain. So also, like I said, stay consistent, have like some type of schedule. Like for me, during the school year, I like to film once a week and I upload once a week. I meant to say upload once a week, and I upload on Fridays, and then during the summertime I upload twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, because I have a lot of time, more time at least, to kind of like balance out with school. And like, YouTube is like a little bit tough, especially right now, so I always like to just upload once a week, just to kind of have like at least a decent, pretty good video out there for you guys every week. And then during the summer, when school isn't really a priority anymore, then I have time to like produce like really good videos for you guys, but also have like social life and kind of balance out my life and stuff. So I'm not always doing YouTube, and I'm not always like doing hang out with friends and stuff and family. So I think that's a really good mix. So you kind of have to find like a balance. So I usually like to film it doesn't even matter anymore. Before, when I used to start film videos, I used to film always like in the morning or afternoon. Now I can film like whenever. And I think it's just because I need to find ways, I found ways like to kind of like balance out my schedule. So whenever I have free time, I always like to film videos. So I film morning, afternoon, nighttime, doesn't really matter. But I don't film during the school days because I just find it really like stressful and hectic. So I usually film on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. So I usually like to film on Sundays if I have school the next day. Then I usually like to film like right after church, sometimes before, but because Sundays I always like to I am getting ready early for church, I usually just film after church, so like 12, 1 o'clock. I don't film later at night or anything because I want to like be prepared and like kind of organized before the week follows, so I don't really film at night. So that's like a exception. And then Saturdays I film morning, afternoon most of the time, but sometimes I do film at night. Kind of depends on like how many videos I'm doing and all that jazz, so it always depends on the day. So yeah, but the thing that stays the same is I don't really film during the school week because I don't have time. When I come home, I have to do work, and then I also have to balance some type of, you know, thing where I get to relax, which doesn't actually happen. So yeah, but I think that maybe next year is going to change a little bit with college. And then for those of you who are wondering how long it all takes, so for filming, it honestly depends on the schedule and what kind of video it is. So sometimes it can take me just like, you know, 30 minutes to an hour to film, especially if it's a set down video like this. It's pretty easy because I just talk and like it's just like one shot. But if it's like multiple shots, and then when it comes to editing, it also depends on the video. So if it's like a one shot video like this, all I have to do is cut parts of the video, trim them down, and then put them together. Doesn't really take long. If I have to add like text or overlays, it doesn't really take that long. So these types of videos are pretty easy for me to edit. Probably could take me 1 to 2 hours, 3 hours max. And then exporting the video kind of takes me a little bit longer. It kind of takes, if it's like a 10-minute video, it's probably like an hour and a half. So sometimes exporting videos can take a little bit longer. I think it just depends on the editing program that you use and also how much space you have on your laptop. So that's also different, like some factors that can factor into it. And then when it comes to uploading video, it honestly depends. Usually if my Wi-Fi is really good, then maybe like 15 to 30 minutes. Also depends on how long your video is. So if it's a 30-minute video, it's probably gonna take like 30 to 45 minutes depending on your Wi-Fi. So editing, like I said, I'll go back into that. It takes probably, I would say, if it's like a really big video, if it's like multiple shots and there's lots of things I have to take videos of and like clips of, then it'll probably take maybe like the whole day, maybe 2 days, also depending on how much work like I'm gonna put into it. So it could take from like a couple hours to a day to 2 days. So yeah, that's basically all that I have to say for this video. It's probably gonna be super long because I have a lot to say, but hopefully these are tips that actually are helpful for you guys. It's helped me, and that's kind of how I progress on this YouTube train. So all I want to leave out for you guys, kind of like to end this video, is to do YouTube. It's gonna be probably the best thing that's gonna happen to you. So yeah, don't sleep on YouTube. Do it if you really want to do it, and keep going with it because it's going to be the best decision you'll probably make, besides getting married and having kids. So yeah, with that being said, I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.
Throwing rocks to your window pane. Kiss me once and I'll float away, but that ain't me anymore.